Hi everyone, welcome back. So Flutter just announced another event which is happening on this particular date, which means 3rd of March 2021, which is 3 months away from now. So I'm as much excited as you are. So I thought that I should create something out of it. Yes, this is not a leak video as such. This is just my predictions, what can happen in that event. So if you are interested, then keep watching.
Flutter is the first UI platform that is designed for this ambient computing world.
Okay, so let's go sometime back in January this year 2020, where Flutter Interact happened. I was there, and it was a great event. And what kind of announcement were there? So if you'll see, mostly it was all about Flutter for every screen, or Flutter app for everyone, right? Where they showed that now it supports web, it supports desktop, and maybe in future it can support watch or something like that. So I'll start from there. So if we see that what was announced in that event and what we can expect in this event, then there's a gap between them, and I think during this time that gap has been filled. So we'll start with the first thing, which is obviously the support for web. So web has been in beta for quite some time now, and desktop was in alpha and still in alpha. So I think web can definitely, if you are predicting that web can go to stable, then I think yes, that can happen. So web Flutter web can move to stable, and desktop will, I don't think that it will move to directly to stable, but rather it will move to beta first. And even if you remember, there was a partnership between Canonical and Flutter. So Linux people can expect something great as well. So Linux support has been there. Mac OS is already really good, and Windows is also looking in a good shape. So rather than different releases for all these three operating systems, I think there can be only single release, and yeah, you can probably try it in beta. Talking about web, even if it goes into stable, so obviously there has been a lot of improvements with Flutter for web, and I personally feel that Flutter for web is definitely a game changer. And if that goes to stable, then it should have certain like the problem should be fixed which are already there. So it's still 3 months away, and I think even if it goes to stable, then there will be certain use cases in which you will use Flutter web application. It won't be like you can use Flutter for web for every and each and everything, and that is not going to replace your currently let's say it is not going to replace React, or it is not going to replace Vue.js, something like that. It's not that kind of framework, but rather it will give you an option. Let's say if you are already a Flutter developer, if you have a specific use case where you can use some kind of PWA kind of application, then maybe you can go for Flutter for web. Let's say I have a radio application, and that works pretty good with web as well, and for that I don't even want to write a particular piece of code, so I can directly use Flutter. I already have the application in Android and iOS, and I can just do a little bit changes, or maybe not even a single change, and I can directly deploy to web. The only thing which I would want is like okay performance. I don't expect that it will be 100% as compared to what other frameworks provides, but even if it gets anywhere near to 70-80%, then also I'll be happy. So that is my expectation from Flutter for web. So let's see how it goes. So Flutter for web can certainly have that potential to go into stable in next 3 months, and Flutter desktop, obviously I see it going into beta. So apart from that, if you remember, there were some more announcements from the Rive team. Okay, so Rive has been doing some great work as well, so maybe we can see some updates from Rive team. Similarly, they were talking a lot more about canvases, and also some updates can come from these kind of company, let's say G Skinner, and maybe some product announcement. Let's say last year we saw Stadia application being done in Flutter. So similarly this year we can see the example of GPay, or maybe something more. So that's also something which I am expecting. Apart from these things, I think there can be some updates on DevTools as well. So if you remember, they showed the layout explorer that you can see has some issues, then it can show that what is missing, or you would rather want to expand this particular UI. So all these things can be there with the new DevTools. Like there can be some updates, and even they showcased hot UI, something like that, right? So that also can be coming to live. So these are, I think it's already there in experimental mode, but I think that will move from experimental to live mode. Apart from that, I think there can be some improvements from the material design team. We can see more widgets probably, or we can see some more updates. Recently there was some updates, if you remember, regarding some buttons, material design buttons, and so similar stuff we can see with this new event which is happening again on 3rd of March 2021. Then my bet is also on Null Safety. Null Safety is in beta, and I think in 3 months there will be more packages which will be, you know, doing Null Safety. So they will be migrated to Null Safety, and I feel that I encourage everyone to migrate their packages to Null Safety as well. So maybe we will see everything shifted to Null Safety by that time. So Null Safety is another thing which I personally feel. Similarly, I also expect Navigator 2.0 to become a common thing, and also state restoration will go from preview to maybe stable, because it's currently have some limitations, and also all of the widgets are not you know, adopted state restoration. So that we will see as well. Now coming to the main, something which everyone talks about is Fuchsia. If you feel that Fuchsia announcement can be there, I don't think so, because Fuchsia, if there will be any Fuchsia related announcement, that will not be done by Flutter team, but rather there will be a separate event, or maybe it will happen in somewhere around Google I/O or something. But there can be, I mean, I'm not sure if there is something good happening with the Fuchsia, then I will be happy to know about that. But I don't see it coming from the Flutter event. So I'm sorry I have to say this, but I don't think that there will be anything related to Fuchsia happening in this event. But yes, let's see if something comes before or after that, then I'll be happy to play with it as well. So I think these are some of the things which we might expect from the next Flutter event. And as you know that there has been a lot of new things always happening with every Flutter event. I have been a part of Flutter live event. There were a lot of unexpected things, and similarly in Flutter Interact also there were some unexpected things. So hopefully there can be some more unexpected things happening with this particular event as well. I'm very like excited for this, and I hope you are as well. And if you feel that I am a Flutter fanboy, then I am. There's no doubt about it. And yes, let's see what else happens. If you have any gut feeling, then you can also write in the comments that what do you think, what will happen with this new event which is happening on 3rd March 2021. And I have already booked my calendar for that event. It's like it's like I have already some plans for that. So let's see what happens. And yeah, if something new will come, then I'll definitely let you know on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you're not following. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, take care, and keep fluttering.